Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. Now, we all know that Undisputed is one of the best sports debate shows out there, certainly in the world, right? Undisputed is a very good show. It features two polar opposite personalities in Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe going at it over various sports topics. And over the 5+ years that this show has been on the air, this duo has had some of the most classic sports debates on TV that you can think of, right? They've had some very spirited, entertaining debates, and some of their biggest topics, based on some of the research that I've done and some of the things that I've listened to, Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe say, I think some of the biggest topics revolve around issues of maybe LeBron James versus Michael Jordan. Those videos get those topics get a lot of attention. Anything dealing with Tom Brady, that generally seems to do well. Of course, you had the Clippers versus the Lakers, Kawhi versus LeBron. That was a big thing when it happened. And then, of course, you had the Dallas Cowboys, right, which are a yearly staple on the show, and they always cover the Dallas Cowboys. And Skip Bayless recently said on his show. He has a new show and a new YouTube channel. He recently said, and I thought this was quite interesting actually, that Dallas Cowboy topics have been something that really have served him throughout the course of his career. And he actually said that he's at his best when the Cowboys lose. You guys can go hunt down the video where he said it. I think it's quite ironic that Skip Bayless is at his best when the Cowboys lose, given the fact that he's such a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. I think he's even written a book about Jerry Jones. He's chronicled his life closely. I think he spent some time with him when he wrote a book. Certainly that's what he said during his time on ESPN First Take. But I was recently listening to him give a breakdown on why he thinks he wins every single debate that he has with Shannon Sharpe. And I thought he said a lot, but he also said some insightful things in there. So before we go too far, I want you guys to take a listen to him explaining why he believes that he wins every single debate that he has with Shannon Sharpe. And then we'll come back and unpack this thing and give you guys some of our thoughts. Before we go too far, take a listen to some of the things that he had to say here.
I think you know, and I know, that I've won every debate that I've ever engaged in with Shannon Sharpe. I know I've won because of the way we put the show together. I look over all the potential topics around 8 o'clock Eastern time each evening, and I call our producer and I say, okay, I think these would be great for us, but I'm going to give you my takes. And I go right down the list, maybe 15 deep of topics. And I say, I think this and this and this. These are nutshell opinions of I'm a yes or a no, I'm an up or a down. And when I say I'm that, I'm dug in. It's in concrete, it will not change. Then our producer calls Shannon and says, what do you think of these topics? And Shannon fires away. And then we get back together, the producer and I, and say, okay, these are the biggest disagreements because we do not contrive. We don't fix any debates. There's never, well, if you take this side, I could take that. Never, ever. If you know Shannon Sharpe, that's an insult to him. And certainly if you know me, that's as offensive as you can get. So we're picking legitimate, 1,000% authentic debates. Where we know, heart and soul, we disagree on these topics. Occasionally we have to do a topic, obviously, that's breaking news, and maybe we agree on it. A lot of A-B topics, we just agree on it, maybe for different reasons, but those don't qualify to me as debates. So the point is, I know I'm going to win the debate because I've already dug in on the right side of the debate. And then I spend the rest of the night prepping, and I always say, most of these debates are won the night before. I prep it every way you can prep it. If he goes here, I'm going to go there. If he goes here, I got it. And if he goes there, he's dead. When I execute it on the air, it's already coup de grace. It's game over. Shannon loves to go first, and I'm fine with that. It was different with me and Stephen A. He liked me to go first. It doesn't really matter to me. I'll go either way. But with Shannon, I just wait until he's finished and then I pick it to pieces. It's a done deal because I knew it was a done deal the night before.
Now, the first thing I want to say before we get into his comments and the meat of this entire thing, I want to talk about just how hard it is to do what we do. I know a good amount of people who watch sports videos actually think that it's very easy. I know that because I read some of the comments, and occasionally we get some of the comments like, don't make me start a channel and make a response video. We've gotten a few of those, right? Or you only get views because you put LeBron James in your titles, right? We get some of those comments when in fact, sorry to burst your bubble, LeBron videos probably contribute to 5 to 10% of our overall views on our channel. So no, that's not the case. Really what I think people are saying is that they think that this is easy. I think really that's what all of these comments are really pointing towards. And I think that's the reason why most people fail at this. I think if you go into this thing thinking it is easy, you're already setting up yourself for failure. That's the first mistake you're making. And the second thing is you automatically assume that you don't have to work hard. People that don't want to work hard want the easiest path. So it's like, it's easy, so I can do it because it's going to be easy and I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to be successful, whatever it is. That's the first mistake a lot of people make. They start off going into things thinking that somehow it's going to be, which I think is a quite simplistic way to look at things. That's why whenever I see a video where somebody says the easiest way or money is so easy, I just run away. I just skip right over it because I know it's just a bunch of nonsense. The fact of the matter is this: what Skip and Shannon do is very, very hard. It is extremely time consuming and it's cumbersome. It is very, very, very cumbersome. And we don't even have to get into the aspect of design. We get into the design aspect of all of this, something that I think Marco handles at an elite level, and I think he does an exceptional job. And maybe one day we'll actually probably end up making like a course to teach people how to get into sports media, because I think it has a lot to do with, it's not just about passion and watching games and putting on a mic and start talking. There's a lot of strategy, a lot of focus on a lot of different things. But back to what Skip Bayless said, I have a great appreciation for what he does. A great appreciation, because as I said, this is very hard. It is extremely hard. However, I don't think that he wins every debate that he has with Shannon Sharpe whatsoever. I'm not going to do Shannon Sharpe like that. Shannon Sharpe, first of all, I think Shannon Sharpe is one of the most witty personalities in sports media. And we've done some videos where we even think that he may end up being the best. Or maybe end up being at the top of this thing in the next few years, because he's really good. I think his show, Club Shay Shay with Uncle Shannon Sharpe or something like that, Club Shay Shay just got nominated for what I think I forgot the award did it, but it just got nominated for an award. So Shannon Sharpe is very, very good at what he does. He's extremely witty. He's good at using humor to really dismantle and disarm a lot of Skip Bayless's arguments, and he's very, very sharp. So I don't think Skip Bayless has won every single debate that he's gotten into, but I understand what Skip is saying. Skip, I believe, views himself as a gladiator or a barbarian when it comes to his craft. If you listen to the level of attention to detail that he puts into his work, the way he approaches things, I think Skip Bayless comes in with the mindset of, whatever debate we're having, or every single debate, I'm going to try to win it. He's even said that during commercial breaks, he doesn't even stay at the desk. He walks to another desk. He walks around. He clears his mind. That's his thing, right? He doesn't. I think he sees himself as he's competing on every single segment to win. So I understand what he's saying, and I think for you to be the best, you have to certainly think that you're the best, right? You have to have that level of self-confidence in yourself to be willing to go out there and perform. It's not just an athletic thing. Athletes are not the only ones that think like that. They're business people that think like that, where they're very competitive. They're like, okay, you did this, I'm going to one-up you. It's not just an athletic thing. Human beings, there are a lot of people out there that are competitive. It's just that people show it in different ways, and because it's athletics, you can see people performing various acts. You can actually see them performing this thing, but some people are quite competitive with some of the business moves that they make. Some people are competitive when you're listening to them debate. Go watch a great debate. People are arguing, scientific debates and all these different things. People are competitive. Go watch a rap battle. Dudes are competing there too. So competition exists in all realms, all realms and different professions in the world. And I think that Skip Bayless views himself as a competitor, and he views himself as the best. And I agree with that. He is very competitive, and I think you have to be competitive to be successful. If we're being honest, and I think he gave a lot of great insights in that soundbite that we put up there. However, I don't think he's won every single debate that he's had with Shannon Sharpe. I think Shannon Sharpe has won a good amount of those debates. So the question that we have for you guys is, number one, what do you think about the comments that he made? And number two, do you think Skip Bayless has won every single debate that he's had with Shannon Sharpe? Whatever you guys think, Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamers Pro, wishing you guys an amazing day and catch you guys on the next episode.